Hi, guys. Chick here with One Day at a Time. Last I spoke was Father's Day, and I was telling you what a great day I had, and that even though I didn't get to see my daughter Chelsea, that she was coming on Monday to take me out to dinner for Father's Day. And indeed, she did. She came over, she got here around 6 o'clock, and we went out to dinner and had a wonderful dinner. And then after dinner, she came over, and we got to spend in total, I guess, about 4 hours, maybe 4.5 hours together, just having a great discussion about her life growing up and my growing up, and we talked about our childhood and where we came from and where we're at now. And I was sharing with her one of her children, Crosby, is almost me reincarnated. He is so much like me, it's kind of scary. And if you've been watching my videos from the beginning, you know that I struggled growing up with that feeling that I didn't fit in. I was different from my other siblings, different from the other people in my family, and always kind of felt like I didn't fit in my own skin, like I didn't belong, and always was trying to fit in, and that caused me problems in my life. And as we were discussing these things, I was telling her how much Crosby reminded me of me. She brought up to me that she realized that he was different than his siblings. She's got 6 children, and that he's not. There's nothing wrong with him. He's just different. He's a little more sensitive. He's more creative in some ways. Just that she could not discipline him and raise him the same, using the same rules she did for her other children. And that she's discovered through some readings and some videos and some things that she's listened to, that she has to treat him like him so that he feels comfortable in his own skin, that he realizes that being different is okay. That she was giving an example of his learning style. While they were doing a Bible study, doing a teaching, the other kids were all attentive, and that he was seemingly in his own world, that he was singing and tapping on the desk and got up and walked around at one point, and they didn't think he was paying attention. But that at the end of the lesson, she started asking him some questions. And it turns out he was paying very close attention. He could answer every question she asked and actually added some of his own insight to that lesson and told her how he felt about it. Interesting enough, the lesson was about Joseph, who had been sold into slavery by his brothers, and how she asked him how she thought Joseph felt, and he said he felt like his brothers had thrown him away. And so he really was paying attention, and she learned an important lesson. So she is making an effort to treat him as an individual, to raise him as an individual who is proud of who he is, who is happy with who he is. That is so exciting to me. A lot of times we hear people, especially my age, talking about the good old days. But not everything about the old days was good. And one of those was that parents really had no clue how to raise their children. One of the things that I've said in the past is, I think my family loved me. They just didn't know how to show it to me so that I could accept it. And she's learned how to do that. And that just thrills me to no end, to know that he is going to have the advantage of being loved and treated as himself, so that he never has to feel like he's less than just because he's different. Actually, being different is sometimes a blessing. So I hope you guys got a little something out of this, and I look forward to seeing you again one day at a time.